So let me thank everyone for you coming out here and attending the brand launch event of Rooh by Shivani. So let's dig straight into it, and I will start by explaining what exactly the brand is about and how it came about to be. So the word itself, Rooh, as you might all know, actually is translated in Urdu for soul. So it is a soulful collection by me that you can witness in the designs. And just to give you a little bit backstory on how the brand started. So my journey already started when I moved with my family to Europe 20 years ago. And there was always that part in me to keep both the cultures alive with the time. And Rooh by Shivani is actually a product of it, and you can see the Indian designs reflected into that, the Western silhouettes. And what I basically want to communicate with this brand are two essential things. One, me being brought up in the Western culture, and with this brand, I would like to generate more awareness on sustainability in India and educate people about the detrimental impacts of fast fashion and why there is a dire need to move towards a sustainable lifestyle, which is very much present right now in the Western culture. And secondly, I would like to promote the rich Indian heritage through our designs to the entire world. So this is the purpose of Rooh by Shivani. And let me now tell you how exactly the brand came about to be. So yeah, where there were some news always popping up that, hey, do you know who made your dress, or do you know how the labor making your dress is being treated? They are paid really low wages. Some of them are paid, just to give you a reference, 200 rupees per day, which is very, very low for a layman to survive upon. So these were the harsh conditions that people were living in and producing the garments on a daily basis. And there was no one to hear them out. And there were some organizations helping those people come out and were bringing that issue to the light. And this is how I also started exploring more and more into the subject, and took a very keen interest on what are the, which brands are out there that actually support the labor and actually support the environmental causes. And to my surprise, there were quite few brands, sustainable brands out there, but there was always this lack of fashionable thing. And me being very much into fashion and, you know, I always like dressing up and everything, I couldn't find a brand that could satisfy both the needs. And on the other hand, this is the impact that fashion industry is having by manufacturing, and the other side is the consumer side. And as we all know that in today's world, there is a mass consumption happening on a larger scale. And this is also true in the fashion industry. Our fashion consumption has increased twice as much in the last few decades. And let me just... Hello? Yeah, perfect. So our fashion consumption, as I was saying, has increased twice as much over the past few decades. And this is something that needs to be taken very seriously, because brands are on one hand, but we as consumers also need to change our behavior when it comes to recognizing our habits of consuming fashion. And whenever we are talking about the mass consumption, we need to make sure that we understand this concept of price per wear, which I will showcase you. Can we have the slide for the slide?
Here you can see the shikara, you can see the lotus and the dal lake. And this is the fact of why I introduced Pashmina, because Kashmir itself comes from my family heritage. And I've been grown up listening to the stories of Kashmir and chinar leaves and all the delicacies of Kashmir present into the collection. And as you can see here, this is Hangul, which is a deer in Kashmir, very famous out there. And on top you can see the chinar leaves, which is also an embodiment of Kashmir. And this is again decked into 100 carats of stones. And this Pashmina code itself is actually derived from a very pure fabric, and you won't find it anywhere else in the market. And coming back to this collection, it is our crystal collection, and you can find various pieces decked in intricate designs, and through this we are also showcasing the craftsmanship of our Indian labor. And here is again a beautiful piece mastered with nice pleats and also decked in around 300 carats of stones.
Dress लेते हैं from a high street brand, a fast fashion brand, और ये आपको पड़ती है 5,000 rupees की. This dress is made in China. It is mass produced in the factories. और ये आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 3 बारी पहनेंगे और इसको discard कर दीजिए. And this dress is made from synthetic materials. Synthetic materials such as polyester, nylon. So this is a very poorly constructed garment, जो कि आप देख सकते हैं. And 3 बारी पहनने के बाद, you just need to do a slight math, a simple math. 5,000 divided by 3 times of you wearing that garment, और आपका price per wear आ जाता है 1,667 rupees. और इसके बाद आप ये dress में पहनते, ये dress आती है landfills में, and that is another story. When the garments land up in the landfills, it is wreaking havoc on the environment. And in comparison to the high quality dress, as you can see on your right, it is definitely more expensive than what you can purchase from high street, but you have to understand the concept behind it. And you can also do that by a simple calculation of price per wear. If you purchase this garment, it is made in India, it is made to order and customized, that means it is made according to your own taste, your own size. It is worn over 180 times over 10 years. And it is made from high quality fabric, pisa. And it is carefully manufactured. And when you are wearing this garment over an extended period of time, you can see that the price per wear is reducing to 311 rupees. So understanding this concept is very, very crucial for us also to understand how we are consuming fashion. And whenever we are out there purchasing something, we need to ask ourselves these questions. Am I going to wear it multiple times? Is the garment nicely constructed? What are the fabrics included in it? Is it good for my body? Is it coming from a good source? Is it, what exactly the price is telling me behind this? So now that you have understood the price per wear concept, I would like to highlight a few facts on what exactly is behind those low prices. So जब भी आप ये low prices देखते हैं किसी भी garment के, please ask yourself this question, and this should raise a red flag in your mind. अगर आप किसी फास्ट फैशन ब्रांड में जाते हैं, just ask yourself कि इतना लो प्राइस क्यों है, और इसके पीछे जो कारण है वो है फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कि इसमें सिंथेटिक फाइबर्स यूज किए गए हैं, which is polyester, very cheap to produce but very hazardous for yourself and for the environment. And secondly, जो लोग इसे बना रहे हैं, just remember they are not paid equally. They are paid very low wages and they have to work under very severe conditions. And they too are suffering from severe health issues.